back here. I will be back here. And I will be back with another vengeance.
Yeah, we'll lick our wounds. We'll get over this. We'll be fired up for next year.
Garoppolo has time, stands in, going deep, going for it all, and it's caught for the touchdown! On fourth down, Deebo Samuel for 6. Garoppolo's got all day. He's going to launch it deep down the field, going for it all, and getting it! Emmanuel Sanders, not touched, still on his feet, inside the 10, and he scores! 75-yard bomb from Jimmy Garoppolo to Emmanuel Sanders. Wilson, pressure off the edge, releases it, and it is intercepted by Greenlaw. Trey Greenlaw now on the return. As he's still on his feet with blockers in front. Trey Greenlaw down the sideline. Can you believe this?
Looks like football, baby.
Pass is caught. Kittle breaks one tackle. Another. Wow, what a touchdown for George Kittle. Goff throws and it's intercepted. It's picked off by Warner. Fred Warner for the touchdown. Jeff Wilson has come in at running back. Garoppolo's throw is caught by Jeff Wilson. He's going to score a touchdown for the 49ers.
And the pass is going to be picked off by Bosa. Nick Bosa. Can't bring him down till he gets to the 8-yard line. Wow.
Now Evans in the slot. Winston picked off. It is Richard Sherman, who did not have an interception last year, and he returns it all the way for a 49ers touchdown, 32-yard.
Garoppolo fires. It is caught. Still on his feet is Kittle with a big play. And the stiff arm. George Kittle. Flags fly. He's down to the 30. What a run by George Kittle. Taking on everybody.
I'm a puppy cut forever.
Feels great, baby.
Yo! Gold-blooded puppy cunts! Oh, funny story, friends. I had my nieces and nephews over this past weekend for a little holiday fun time, and my nephew says to me, I like the 49ers now. And I'm like, what did you say? He's like, yeah. I go, I thought you were a Patriots fan. He's like, well, I was, but I really like this guy, Brock, or whatever he said. I was like, yeah, man.
Pretty good.
I was like, I like this. Wait, are we recording?
Yes.
Okay, good. So I'm thinking to myself, what do I do for the little man here, you know? And it came to me. I went to my box of gold-blooded T-shirts, and I rifled through them, and I found 3 smalls that said gold-blooded. And I was like, perfect. And so I gave them the shirts, and then when I handed the children back to their parents, I was like, hey, I gave the children all, T-shirts. They're adult smalls, but, they can wear them to sleep or whatever. And they're, oh, thank you. I was like, yeah, I was gonna give my nephew the puppy cunt shirt, but I didn't think that would go well at school. They agreed. So I outfitted the children in some gold-blooded love there.
Huh. Uncle Joey.
All right. Let me talk to you, Bob, right now about my fucking aggravation. Oh. It was Dallas. Dallas lost to Jacksonville this week. Yeah.
Yep.
So, just so we're clear here, the week prior, Patrick Mahomes completely fucked me in my asshole. And this week, the Cowboys lost to the fucking Jaguars in overtime. So, I'm clearly not going to win shit. The only thing that matters is that I keep picking the Niners scores. Fuck this shit. My lock of the week is the Bears getting 9, hosting the Bills. Fuck it.
Let's talk about Kern losing on that last play of the Raiders game.
Hold on. Let's talk about that. All right. That's funny that Curran lost. But do you know who's probably feels like the biggest loser? Do you think Bill Belichick...
The guy that threw the ball to the fucking wrong team
you think Bill
when they would have gone to overtime?
You think Belichick is like ready to hang himself yet?
I would love to listen to what he told Matt Patricia after the game. That fat fucking dipshit. First of all, failed miserably as a fucking head coach. Dan Campbell, the guy that said we're going to bite people's kneecaps off, has turned the Lions into a winning team with Jared Goff. Hold on. With Jared Goff. This is a team that couldn't win with Matthew Stafford, who just won a Super Bowl, has now become a winning team with Jared Goff. Let me remind you, this is the same Jared Goff that played for the Rams. They're a winning team right now. They're playing well. They might make the playoffs. Matt Patricia couldn't win with Matthew Stafford.
I just want to... I know this wasn't Matt Patricia's
somehow,
deal. Yeah.
It is his deal.
No, I was going to say something.
Because somehow they've made him an offensive coordinator or play caller.
Wasn't he a defensive guy?
Yeah. So what he should have been saying into that headset to Mac Jones is...
Take a fucking knee.
This is the play. I disagree with that because if you get into field goal range, you win the game or you score a touchdown. But what he should have said is, these are the things you need to tell people before a play. Since you're a young quarterback, you would say something like, anything but a catastrophe. Do not turn the ball over. I don't care what you do. Throw it Hail Mary, throw it fucking deep, but we cannot have them have a chance of scoring any
Bob,
points.
they weren't even close.
No.
They were at like the 50.
It was terrible. How that happens, and the best part is Chandler Jones' stiff arm on Mac Jones.
Oh, did you hear what he said about it?
No.
He said, I've seen a lot of defensive players get tackled by the quarterback, and I just wanted to make sure that wasn't me.
He did. He sure fucking did. Oh, it's classic.
My gripe with the Lions isn't the what was his name? What's his name? The coach?
The current one?
No.
Well, Patricia.
At one point, for a couple years, the Lions had Matthew Stafford and Megatron.
That's pretty bad.
Matthew Stafford, at that stage, could throw the ball 75 yards. No one could stop Megatron. And they couldn't figure out a fucking defense. And they had Ndamukong Suh.
It's pretty bad.
Fucking...
Well, I lost with the Cardinals, so...
All right, well, give them who you're taking.
I, this week, shall take the Panthers plus 2.5 at home versus the Detroit Lions.
All right.
Ironically.
And
Mr. BBC has chosen the Bengals laying 3.5 at New England. I guess he's burying the Patriots now.
Fuck them. Burn me once.
Since we're talking around the NFL, and we're playing the Washington Commies.
Yes.
Did you see the controversial play involving the Washington Commies wide receiver?
Yeah.
McLaurin?
Yeah. Wait, the pass interference?
Nope.
No, what was it?
McLaurin. He lines up. He's a wide receiver.
Oh, right. Yeah, okay.
Asks the ref if he's in the right place.
Yeah.
And then gets flagged for it.
Right.
What's that all about?
Okay, so I read a little bit about it, and apparently it's very common practice for players to ask.
Oh, yeah. Happens
refs.
Just about every play.
Right. Hey, am I good here?
Is everything good?
And the refs typically tell that, or not typically, it is common standard practice for the ref to say, scooch back, you're good, because A, it keeps pace of play.
Yeah, nobody wants the penalty.
Nobody wants the 5-yard penalty after the fact. It just... The article I read was very much comparing the ref that did it, to the ref that got in trouble in the NBA for fixing games. Apparently there's like a lot of similarities between, I don't know, those guys. I'll see if I can find the article. I just breezed through it, but listen.
If nothing else, the NFL doesn't need people thinking that. Like, why? I don't understand. And, it was an inconsequential... It wasn't part of the play. Now, obviously, it could be part of the play because if he lines up different, they might play different defense. There's the butterfly effect. But it looks pretty shady. And also, when you watch it, he's got his hand on that flag. He can't wait to throw it.
Right.
He can't wait to throw that flag.
Do you know why it's so sketchy, Bob? Because now that there's like this wide open gambling situation, I don't know what the line was on that game, and I don't know what that effect had on it. You know what I mean? But listen, I, being an asshole conspiracy theorist, whatever you want to call me, I've been saying the NFL is fixed since the NFC Championship game against the Seahawks when Navarro Bowman lost his fucking leg and still made the play. But this is egregious, and I mean, something should be done to that ref. He should be fined or suspended or whatever. It's unacceptable. It's unacceptable.
Yeah, I haven't watched much. Like, did McLaurin respond? Like, what did he say happened?
I don't really know.
They get worried about getting in trouble.
Yeah,
so.
exactly. All right, so this week we are playing, I refuse to call them that. We are playing the team from Washington.
The commies?
Yeah, whatever. They're coached by Ron Rivera. Actually, a guy I like. You know what I mean? But this week he can suck me from the back door. Ron Rivera is just another. I don't know. All right, Bob. Let me ask you a question. You are an NFL coach. You're an NFL coach. Head coach material. Dan Snyder calls you into his office to interview you. Do you take the interview?
I guess it depends on my scenario.
Right, it really does.
It's a paycheck, right?
Right, yeah. But to me, he seems like a condescending man, difficult to work for. What the fuck? All right. Forget whatever we were talking about. We're looking at the Washington coaches right now.
Oh, I know what this is. Oh, this is so obvious.
What is it? All right, first of all, there's a woman named Barbara Allen who looks like she's
This is so obvious.
Help me out.
This is all because they got in trouble for the way they treated women. So they put a bunch of women into their fucking staff so they could be like, oh, we're not the type
How
of
many
people
more
that
are there?
we're not the type of
Just
people.
two?
We're not the type of people that would do mean things to women. Look, we have women on our staff. That's all that is. It's all front.
Yeah, no black women.
You know what these are? Ready for a bold statement? How the fuck do you say? What the hell's her name? What's her name? You ready? I'm going to compare these two too. Ready?
I'm dying here now.
Watch this.
Oh,
you know where I'm going. You know where I'm going.
Maxwell?
Ghislaine Maxwell. That's what these guys are. They're the beard. You know when?
Yeah.
When a gay man doesn't want to come out of the closet, he has a straight woman. They call it a beard.
Yep.
When a pedophile like Jeffrey Epstein wants to coerce women, he has a co-conspirator that's a woman to put them at ease. When a team is a bunch of misogynistic, racist pieces of trash, they put women in their staff to make it look like they know what they're doing.
Well,
and these titles aren't even real.
No.
Coaching staff assistant.
Coordinator of football programs.
We need to look this girl.
What do you mean football program? You mean girl? You mean that 75-year-old woman?
Is she balding on top?
Of course she is. I got to tell you, though, Natalia, I would slap it down Natalia's throat. She could be the director of my ball program. Barbara Allen is a football coach in the NFL and has been a coaching staff assistant for the team from Washington since this year. Prior to this role, she did nothing in the NFL. She's only worked for Washington as an administrative assistant. Oh my God, Bob, you were so right. The fix is in here. What
a fucking clown. What a clown
this
organization.
This makes Washington look so bad.
Let me ask, I don't know if we've talked about this.
Okay. Let's talk.
What's his name?
Sean.
No, it's Sean.
S-E-A-N? I don't know what we're looking for here. Memorial.
Have we talked about this?
Oh, yes, we did.
Okay.
We did talk about this.
Okay. That's the kind of organization we're dealing with.
Yes. The worst.
That's the kind of organization we're dealing with. They've also revamped it. FYI.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
We're talking about the Sean Taylor memorial that looked like a shoulder pad.
They've revamped it a little.
Yeah. It's still not bronze, right?
No, it's still garbage, but it's a little better.
Terrible. So bad. So fucking bad.
Oh, it's classic.
What shocks me about the team from Washington is how much they're worth, like in the big scheme of things.
Yeah, they're on the high end, right?
Yeah, they're one of the top 5 or to 10 NFL franchises. Let me tell you something else, Bob. This is just off totally. The Phoenix Suns were sold for $4 billion this week. They were purchased in the 90s for like $400 million. So,
imagine what that's going to be in another. It's only going up.
It's so crazy,
especially in the NFL.
The cost, how much?
The NFL's even crazier.
I mean, I need $100 billion if I want to buy the Niners. It seems like.
Oh, you probably couldn't. They probably would turn you down because it's a cash cow. Why would you sell it?
I don't know. $100 billion though.
Why?
I know.
But why? You could just you're making that money anyway.
Yeah, your family could.
There's no reason to sell it.
On it. Yeah. Well, in a positive note, I have passed Curran for wins and losses this year in the pick of the week, so there's something.
Not this week. You did that last week.
Oh, right on.
Because we all lost this week.
All right, so we got the team from Washington at home this week. They have an absolutely fucked debacle of a coaching staff. They got Jack Del Rio's creepy child molesting son, Luke. There's a Jim Hostler. I know that name. I think he used to be a Giants coach.
You're probably thinking of Hostetler.
Oh, there's another woman, Jennifer King. There's 3 of them, and she's black. Very good, Miss King.
Oh, yeah, I went right past her.
Yeah, we missed her. That big old smile. Yeah, I got nothing else to say about these twat lickers. I don't know.
They are also a special needs employer, obviously.
Special needs and cocaine. Ron Rivera does look like a guy I'd want to have like a beer with, though. He looks like a nice guy, and I always like the way he's conducted himself.
I don't know if I've brought this to the table before, but do you know that I've been to Daniel Snyder's house?
Doggy fence?
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah.
Where's he
I don't
live?
think he lives there anymore. It was a house in upstate New York. Wasn't he like part owner of the one of the New York newspapers?
I have no idea.
Daniel Snyder, newspaper owner. There was something going on with the Washington.
Where did he get his money from? Sure.
The Washington Post is owned by like Bezos or something, and they were burying Snyder because Bezos is part of the buying team or something. But I believe Daniel Snyder, marketing business, Snyder Communications.
Oh, that might be it.
No, let's see, sold it for $1 billion, bought the Washington football team in '99 for $750 million, borrowing $300. Where do you borrow $350 million?
Some other white asshole.
In 2019, he bought a $192 million yacht, which has an IMAX theater. That's pretty impressive. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, I thought
I'm kind of impressed by that.
Yeah.
I'd like to have that.
Ugh.
I swear he owned.
Let me tell you something, Bob. Let me fucking tell you something right now.
What?
If someone gave me $1 billion tomorrow, do you know what I would do? I'm dead fucking serious. I would take $50 million. And you and me and my fucking gaggle of weirdos that surrounds me, we would be all right. And I would give $1 million to however many people I could give $1 million. Just fucking strangers. I would spread the wealth. These people that buy $200 million yachts are fucking horrible human beings. I fucking hate the world. I hate the world we live in.
He owned the rights to an arena football league.
Yeah.
Maybe he didn't own a newspaper. I swear he owned like the Post or the Times or.
He should come down to my level. He should come live with me for a week. Just 1 week. I will change his life. I will fuck him till he hates me.
What's the key to victory?
Key to victory. Key to victory this week against the team from Washington is keeping the foot on the throttle and building on what we have started with the Brock Purdy train. We've turned the key. We've put the bitch in drive.
The BCB.
We're on the highway. We're just reaching. We're still in fourth. We're gearing up to hit that fucking turbo. All right? We need to not lay off. We need to continue to get BCB, meaningful snaps, with the ones. Our dreams, their dreams, are all wrapped up in this. And it's right there. It's right there. This is not so much a regular season game as it's the most important practice game Brock Purdy will ever play. If that makes any fucking sense.
Okay.
So, in my opinion, the key to victory is to not take your foot off the throttle, continue to give meaningful plays, and to not play scared. Not play like, oh, I don't want to call this play because we might hurt this guy, or I don't want to do this because of that. Foot on the gas, knife to the throat, do the fucking thing. The final score to this game, I know this sounds crazy, but I feel it's 41-7.
Ooh. I agree that we do not take the foot off the gas. I believe the number 2 seed is an important thing. I think the higher the better. I also believe that winning breeds winning. We should keep winning. But I would like to see us get some of these guys rolling. I would love to see a game where Jordan Mason just runs this ball right down their fucking throat and McCaffrey doesn't get too banged up.
In like the first quarter.
Yeah, just start banging.
Agreed.
And I'd like to see just that grinder. Just grind these motherfuckers into a pulp. They are traveling west. Hopefully they get their dicks kicked in. That's what they deserve for playing for that team. There is a chance that Chase Young comes back. There's been some weird stuff going on with him where he's healed and he's cleared to play, but he doesn't feel comfortable on his knee. Like some weird shit going on with that guy.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on there. I don't like him playing because he's good, but
right. I wanted him when he came out.
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Oh god, imagine him and Bosa. You just stay home.
Yeah.
Just stay
Why
home.
are we even trying this?
Yeah. I assume Heineke's still playing for them. He might not be after Bosa suplexes him into next year.
Well, that's the interesting thing about, if we make it to the Eagles with now Jalen Hurts being injured, would you put a semi-injured quarterback out there against these fucking animals?
Well, we're not going to play that team until...
I know.
You would if we play them.
He would be healthy by then.
We're not going to play them until the NFC Championship if we play them.
And
by then, you don't give a fuck. It's whatever to get to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. But, I mean, again, they're going to, whatever. It's neither here nor there.
Well, that's a matchup everybody wants to see because it's the best defense and the best offense.
Right. But if this guy's injured, whatever.
Score prediction.
Yes, give it to me.
Are you ready for this?
I hope so.
27.
Yes. I know what you're going to do.
2.
You're going to say 0.
0.
I knew you were. Okay.
I just can't bet against this defense. Can't do it.
BBC went with a score of 25-3.
I kind of overcut him. Oh, well.
Fuck him.
He'll live.
All right. Suck it. All right. Do a little particulars here, Bubba?
Yeah, let her rip.
My only question was Gabriel Sanchez's this week's or last week. It was sent on the 13th. Keep going down there. That one. Did we do that one last?
Uh-huh.
We did it? Okay. All right, motherfuckers. Right now, you are tuned into the Gold-Blooded Podcast. I am Joe, joined by Bob. If you'd like to reach us...
Remember this? Shitty pirate theme.
That's right. If you would like to reach us for anything, we will read whatever you write. We will play whatever you send.
Send it.
Goldbloodedpodcast@gmail.com. Get it to us over there. If you want to check us out on the gram, we are there. Gold-Blooded Podcast, one word. Leave us a review. However it is that you listen to us, go to that app, go to that whatever the fuck. They got to have a section for reviews. You do that, we'd appreciate it. Help us, help you. If you don't want to leave us a review and you just, prefer to send money, well, we can take that too. www.patreon.com/Gold-Blooded Podcast. Last but not least, we have a sponsor here at the Gold-Blooded Podcast, and it is the one, the only, the Lucky Rose Tattoo in Middlebury, Connecticut. If you want to check out the fine work these gentlemen do, Lucky_Rose_Tattoo on the gram, on the Instagram there, or you could go to luckyrosetattoo.bigcartel.com. They have all sorts of nice items for you to purchase, tattoo-related, gift certificates, whatever the fuck you want. That's where you find it, Papa. All right, Bobo, are you ready to see what the people have to say to us this week?
Oh, yeah, let's start with Big Barrett.
Barrett, you fucking pervert. Barrett Mueller says keep rolling on. This team is the fucking NFC West champs. To do it in Seattle on a short week is poetic and feels like destiny. I have never been more confident in a team than I am right now with this squad. It's the Commies next week at home. Can't wait to screw up their playoff hopes. Kyle Shanahan proved to me he is the best coach in the NFL, bar none. Let's keep the gas down. Go Niners.
I saw a thing of who's leading for Coach of the Year, and he's not even in the conversation.
Is that not...
Imagine having your third string quarterback and being literally being top 4 in the betting odds for the Super Bowl.
People are still saying the Giants.
What a joke.
What I mean? It's so crazy. It's fucking cunty. All right.
And then it's yeah, but he's got a better roster. Yeah, because they made the roster.
You fuck. Cole M checks in, our friend from Canada.
Old Coley.
He says, Destiny.
He's gonna get audible.
We've got audio.
We got a lot of audio this week.
It's good.
It's good when things are good.
It's nice when things are nice. It's getting.
I'm so glad that this is a Saturday. This game is gonna be so nice.
Gold-blooded. It is time to buy stock in Brock.
Why Saturday gonna be nice?
It's just nice. It's nice. Christmas Day, Sunday. I want to worry about a game.
So what time is our game's at 4?
Yep.
So 4 to 7. Well, that sucks for my family because I am not going to Christmas Eve until this game is fucking in the books. Fuck them. I might have to send my wife with my family. I don't give a fuck.
You should go watch it at family and really put on a show.
It won't be on with my family. No, I could bring my fire stick and do the whole thing, but my family's fucked. I'll just won't get there till 7. I mean, if it's 37 to 0 in the fourth quarter, third quarter, then maybe I'll go. But all right, back to Cole M.
It's not often that we get a victory Monday and then we get a victory Friday in the same fucking week. Makes me want to Brock all night and Purdy every day. But kid really proved himself to me in this game against Seattle, and I hope that he did to you guys too. Loved what he was doing out there. If he keeps up this consistency, I believe that Joe is right. This is the fucking season of destiny. We're going to ride this train all the way to the fucking promised land. Let's fucking go. Kittle obviously had a hell of a game. I can't remember right now the last time he got 2 touchdowns in a single game, but this is definitely the perfect game to do it. The defense is consistently proving that they're the best in the league, even on the short week. Gotta love that. Shutting them down on Thursday night. So despite all the positives of this game, I got some Festivus grievances to air. So you guys are just going to have to bear the brunt of this. Fuck DK Metcalf.
Oh, yes.
He's so fucking dirty.
So thank you, Cole. This is why we are a fucking family here, because this is something I wanted to talk about, and now you fucking... Fuck DJ Metcalf. This guy is absolutely right.
DK Metcalf, too.
Who would I call him?
DJ.
I don't know. I think I said DK. But whatever.
Fuck him either way.
Fuck him.
Fuck both of them. Fuck
yeah,
DJ
that's
and
right.
DK.
Yeah, fuck him. And
Anybody in the whole country named DJ, fuck him.
All right. The arrogance.
He's a cunt.
This fucking... Listen, just because you have a nice physique and you're bigger than 90% of the people that play your position and bigger than 90% of the people that cover you, you're a fucking twat.
Mooney Ward let him know.
I don't doubt that DK Metcalf or whatever the fuck he calls himself could kick the shit out of me. But if I see him coming across the street here, I'm going out there with a fucking knife and a bat and I'm going to cut him down to size. He fucking plays like a fucking cunt. He's a crybaby. And he deserves Pete Carroll. Because you know what happens over there? Pete Carroll fucks him. That's how it rolls. I promise you. Thank you, Cole. Back to you.
But I swear to God, they showed like a fucking highlight reel of Metcalf there near halftime. It was something like that anyway. And all it showed was DK holding, pulling the jerseys or whatever on Ward. Like nothing but what I consider to be penalties. Some of them were called, but most of them fucking weren't called at all. It was just, I don't understand it. Speaking of the play or the calls by the refs, rather, I just want to say, like, fuck the refs, like all of them, for their roughing the passer call on Bosa there. It killed that interception touchdown. It was such horseshit.
I hate to interrupt you again, Cole, but you brought up a point, and Rob's got something going on, and I want to address it here. Bob, did you see the play in the game, and this might be the play, where the Seahawks were flagged for taunting, and then the 49ers celebrated the
For
fact
taunting?
that... Yes. Seahawks were flagged for taunting or unsportsmanlike conduct. Then the 49ers celebrated it, and people were saying, oh, this is the state of the NFL now. Like, they were upset with the fact that the Niners were celebrating the fact that they were, you know what I mean? Yeah. So I found that to be, I don't know. I found it to be shitty, I guess, on some level, even though it worked out in our favor.
Who is that?
Who is it?
Gotta be Gibson?
What number was it? 41?
3-0. Odom. So Metcalf is going at Greenlaw.
Okay.
And watch Odom right here.
Just go away.
Just wave them
He
off.
dismissed
Take a walk.
Oh, what does he have, makeup on his eye?
Oh, as soon as I saw that, you gotta feel like the biggest loser when you put some aggressive shit like that on your face and just your team gets their dick smashed.
Why
It's
would
like
you-
one eye
Why
fucking...
would you do that?
It's so terrible. I mean, look at him. Look at him. Clown. He's a Dennis Rodman of the NFL.
Yeah, except Rodman is a Hall of Famer.
Get the fuck. Just look at me. Look
I would
at me.
never
Look
put
at
any
me.
paint on my face, right? But you know what I would do? I would cut myself and rub blood all over my face and play like that.
Let everybody know.
Yeah, I would not do it with...
Some real war paint?
Yeah, let me tell you a quick story here. You know the two large brothers I grew up with?
Yeah.
Well, the older, more maniacal one was once involved in a fight where he was sucker punched, and his friend had already been knocked out cold. So he was then sucker punched. So he grabbed his friend off the ground and ran him to safety. He looked in the mirror and his nose was running. So he his nose was running blood. So he smeared the blood all over his face and then went and assaulted someone and was eventually arrested for like a crazy assault charge, like a felony assault. So I back that move 100%. Back to Cole. Do you have anything you want to say here?
Nope.
Thankfully, the Niners played an insanely good game despite the refs' best efforts to keep the Toots in it. At first, I thought they were just kind of like calling a tight game, like in the beginning of the game there, like the first half. But in the second half, I was like, holy shit. Fuck off with the 50 flags at once on our defense and that fucking roughing the passer, like, that shit could have changed the game. Like, it didn't, and I'm so thankful, but it could have changed the fucking game. I gotta slow it down. I'm gonna take a breath. I'm gonna relax. Grievance time is over. We won this game, and the win secures that sweet, sweet NFC West champ title. I hope everyone gets plenty of time to rest and get healthy because we're going to the fucking playoffs, baby.
Yeah.
Let's fucking do this. The Niners are going to beat that team from Washington 28-10. Book it here. Book it now. Have a Merry Christmas, puppy cunts. Peace out, faithful. This is Cole from Canada.
All right, Cole, we always appreciate the support, especially international support.
Look what got posted today.
What's this? Yeah, I saw it. Yeah,
good?
I watched on the web. It's okay. It's not as good as I was hoping for. We're speaking on the Trent Williams.
Mic'd up.
All right. Back to the email list here. If I could ever get through this fucking app. All right. Easton Harris. He says Trey equals Taysom. I'm going to have some things to say about that. Oh, uh-oh. This one may not be working.
Oh, no.
I'm going to try the download here. Oh, fuck me.
Oh, no.
Oh, fuck. I'm trying here. Seems to be about to work. I'm waiting for it to download. It's just about half done, so...
Downloading.
We're getting there, friends.
Downloading.
I hope everybody is geared up for a nice holiday season. I got my father coming into town with his fucking piece of work wife. Can't wait to tell her what's up. All right, who's this? Easton Harris.
Here's a little thought that I'm working on, and before you guys call me insane, hear me out. Trey Lance could be played as like a Taysom Hill type character going forward. Now, it's not set in stone or anything like that, and I wonder what it would take to get there. Now, does it take a Brock Purdy Super Bowl? Maybe. But if Brock Purdy leads us in this season of destiny to a Super Bowl win, you got to keep riding that lightning.
Season of destiny.
Then what do you do with Trey Lance? Do you deal him and try to get some picks back? He was a third overall pick. You put some first rounders into that pick. That's a lot of draft capital into a Taysom Hill type character. But if he plays like him, I mean, Taysom Hill's 6'2", 220, and Trey's 6'4", 225. Similar builds. So why not use him as a dynamic playmaker in all sorts of different avenues? I mean, you can set him up for different flea flickers. You could have him out running routes. You could have him out doing all sorts of crazy stuff. Imagine what could go on in Kyle Shanahan's brain with two players that can absolutely throw the ball. We saw what he did with McCaffrey throwing the ball. Imagine what he could set up having two very viable players back there willing to throw, ready to go. I mean, I know the whole saying, if you got two quarterbacks, you don't have any. And, I mean, I'm not saying use Trey Lance as a quarterback. Maybe call him a different position, come up with offensive weapon for him and Juszczyk in their own way. I don't know. I mean, we have such an amazing offense. What do you do with Trey Lance if Brock Purdy wins the Super Bowl? I think that that's a pretty cool situation. If you're packing in your offense, you got Debo, McCaffrey, Juszczyk. All of them are flexible in what they do. You flex in Trey Lance into whatever he can do. You got Kittle. You got Ayuk. Wow. Like, what an offense. So why not? I mean, you got him under contract. He's cheap. I think that would be just absolute insanity. I mean, the fan base might not be able to take well to it. He might not even take well to it. Maybe Jimmy's the only guy that can even handle that. But that's just a thought. I mean, Jimmy G's probably going to go. They don't have probably the money to pay him as a backup. So let's see what happens with this season of destiny. And I wonder what Kyle's going to do going forward. But that's just a thought. I might be absolutely insane. Really hope I'm not. But, I mean, running back position, we got Mitchell as well that I failed to mention. We got all sorts of great things going on. So what do you do with Trey? I mean, season of destiny. We got the 3 seed locked up. We can rest players. We can take it easy. We can go fight for the 2nd seed if we don't want to go play the Vikings in their house. I mean, great things are happening.
All right, Easton. Yeah, listen. Trey Lance is not getting traded. Even if Brock Purdy wins this Super Bowl and next year's Super Bowl, which he's probably going to do.
Yeah, slow down. Well, you should slow down. He wins both of those. Trey's going somewhere.
But what I'm saying is, if this year has proved nothing, you need more than one viable option at quarterback. Injuries happen. This is the NFL. You're playing tackle football. Keep them all. They're all on their rookie deals. Keep them all.
At the very least, you're going to keep them. If, let's say, let's go crazy, right? Brock Purdy becomes the next first ballot Hall of Fame quarterback.
Yes.
Like, I'm stretching. Let's just say somehow, miraculously, he's the next Steve Young.
Yep.
Okay? You still have to keep Trey long enough to get him healthy and get him looking good to get something for him. Like, he's got to get healthy and look like a good quarterback before anybody's going to trade for him. No, we saw that with Jimmy. As soon as he was injured, nobody wanted him.
Exactly.
So they're both going to be here no matter what happens at this Super Bowl. They're both here at least through mid-season next year.
No question.
No matter what happens.
It's not even...
Whether the wheels fall off or we don't look back and we sweep everyone from here on out.
Agreed. And the best
quite
thing
honestly,
for the team.
Quite honestly, it's the literal last thing that I care about.
I
do not give a fuck.
Yeah, it's crazy that people are
so
talking about
worried about the next game and the fucking playoffs. I'm ready for wild card weekend. Let's fucking go.
I see people saying, "Oh, Trey Lance's stock is dropping." I don't give a fuck.
Don't fucking care.
Not a
means
problem.
nothing.
We'll deal with that when we get there.
It's the same people that said trading for McCaffrey we gave up too much. Did we? Sure, don't look like we did.
Not a fucking no. Eye on the prize here, Bob. Eye on the prize. Oh. So I told you how we hired that new guy at work who's like a quick talking asshole Italian. So he was telling us a story about some piece of shit he used to work with, and he said the guy. They were standing around at a sales counter, and the guy like lifted his leg and farted, and then looked over to where the other guys were, and he said, "I shit my pants, bub," and then needed to get taken home because he shit his pants. So they had to put him in the back of the delivery van because he genuinely shit his pants. But I just found the statement, "I shit my pants, bub," to be like belly laughter.
What a terrible human.
Yeah, people are the worst. The guy I work with wasn't the one that shit his pants. It was another guy, just so we're clear. But either way, they could all go fuck themselves. All right. Anthony Scott's first email of the week. He says, most positive message yet.
Ooh.
This is new. 2 minutes.
Gold-blooded. How are you guys doing?
Wonderful.
Listen, it is a fine time to be a Niners fan right now.
Yes.
I know we're down to our third-string quarterback, but watching the rest of the league, I don't see why we can't win the Super Bowl this year. The Eagles are very good. I think we could beat them. The Vikings, they made the biggest comeback in NFL history, but they also fell behind 33-0 to a bad team. So I'm feeling great because Brock Purdy has done everything we've asked of him. I mean, obviously the Tampa game, we put our foot up their ass. It's a little different with the Seattle game. It was a closer game, but it was never in doubt. I think that we played a very good. I mean, obviously there's the highlight plays, the pump left, pump right down the middle. I was very happy to see. In general, I was very happy to see Kittle involved. It felt like they really were calling plays for him, and I just think that it seems like whatever you throw at Purdy, like they haven't needed him to do a lot, but he doesn't seem scared at all. And I guess I feel like, unlike Garoppolo, he's not going to freelance. He's going to do what the play calls, and he's going to do it with confidence. So that, there's really not much more to say right now. Like, I don't want to start making bold predictions, and all that really matters is what we do in the playoffs. But we clinched the division. The playoffs are going to be here. And if we play Philly, it's going to be on the road, and I'm already thinking about maybe going to that game. One of my two best friends are Eagles fans, and one of them likes to go to games. So if that happens, like that would be awesome. But and just one more thing. I don't know if you guys follow college at all, but Frank Gore Jr. set the record for most rushing yards in a bowl game. Now, he was playing against Rice. Rice is terrible. He plays for Southern Miss, but 323 yards and a passing touchdown. I watched the highlights, one of the craziest things I ever seen. Niners need to draft that kid. I don't know how he's going to go, but I think he's only like 19 or 20 right now. But so that on top of the Niners win, I'm on top of the world right now.
All right, Mr. Scott.
There's another one coming, so.
I know. Maybe this one's the negative one. All right, Anthony Scott, part 2. 2 minutes.
So just a couple thoughts from listening to the last podcast. So number one, the discussion about celebrating Kyler's injury. Look, I don't like him either. Screw him, okay? Now, I've called him a moon cricket in the past. I know that's like a racist term from the 1960s, but literally he looks like a cricket bouncing around all over the place, and it's like he's in outer space. So just like Joey I said, he's been a thorn in our side. I'm sick of it. That's how I feel every time I watch him. So, and look, I had a fantasy team called the Moon Crickets back then. I'm kind of a dickhead. It is what it is. When I'm black, I can say it. That's number one. Number two, the discussion about McCaffrey. So I have a lot of thoughts. When they made the trade, I didn't love it when I first heard it. It did seem like too many draft picks. However, 10 minutes later, when I found out the Rams were going to get him, if we didn't, it made it make a lot more sense to me. And honestly, I thought they were going to work him in slowly. I didn't think, like, day one, he was going to be our number one back and be this good. So, obviously, knowing what we know now, screw the picks. But, I'm not going to lie. Basically, you never know. Like, the Rams won the Super Bowl last year. They traded all their picks. They suck now. Usually when a team has a run like we did in the playoffs last year, they don't just repeat the next year. Like, I believe in the idea of a letdown, but I'm really starting to see that this team is built differently than that. And unlike what the Rams did last year, what we're doing feels sustainable. And so I do see another playoff run. And, just like Joey, I have been way more positive this year. I think it's mainly because the league sucks this year. Last year, every loss felt like there was a good chance we could actually miss the playoffs, which there was a good chance we could have missed the playoffs. This year, that was never in doubt. So, at least for me personally, that's why I've been more positive. But just seeing the fact that we have a third-string quarterback that looks this good, I don't think I can ever question anything about Shanahan. Like, there might be some things that don't go our way, and he might make a bad decision in the game here or there, but his ability to dial up an offense and develop offensive players, and, that's next level, and our defense is next level. And I don't know who's going to be coordinating it next year because everybody keeps saying D'Amico's going to be gone. It's going to be the same. I don't know how to explain it. So that's all I have to say.
All right, Anthony Scott. Well, have a Merry Christmas to you, my friend. All right. Next email is from Aaron Aronson. Season of Destiny. Hey, puppy cunts. So we wrapped up the division, and we are guaranteed a home playoff game. Not only do we own the Rams, but we now own the Sea Cunts. I just love how they were talking about Geno Smith for MVP like 5 to 6 weeks ago. And look at those fuckers now. They can't get a win to save their lives. They're trash, and we always knew they were trash. It's going to be nice watching the next 3 Niner games, knowing that we already locked in a playoff spot. With no pressure, we might actually play better and let loose. Offensive Beast of the Week. George Kittle. He's back to getting wide the fuck open and scoring touchdowns. Defensive Beast of the Week. He went with All-Pro Steady Freddy. Looking ahead, we have the Washington Commanders at Levi North. Keys to victory. Washington has a nitty-gritty, dirty defense, and that is the only reason they are even in the playoff picture. We need to show Washington who the fuck the number one defense in the league. I want sacks from Bosa, interceptions from linebackers, and putting the hurt on any Washington player that has the ball in their hands. 49ers versus Commanders score prediction. 49ers 27, Commanders 3. Side note, Matt Matterson, I know you are listening and we need you. Whatever you have going on, handle your business, and when you're ready, come back to the GBPC. It's PC4L, and I'm out, really. All right, Mr. Aaron, thank you. And Merry Christmas. Gabriel Sanchez, Bob. We're going to wrap it up with Gabriel this week.
Oh, Gabriel.
He says, fuck comedy.
I do love that they were talking Geno Smith MVP.
That's
like, and it's just just that quick.
Even when they were talking it
was never believable.
I was like, in my heart, I'm like, this is still Geno fucking Smith.
Yeah.
I'm not sold on it.
Back to reality.
You know what my favorite stat at this point of this season is? 5-0 in the division.
Oh, yeah.
I love that.
One more to go.
All right. we're going to play this one, and then I'm going to go to fuck home because I've been on the road since 5 a.m.
Gabba abba abba Gabrielle. Fuck the commies.
Fuck yeah. It was a beautiful thing. Clinching the NFC West right in Seattle's little butthole. Fuck all those people. And the refs, too. They fucking straight up stole a touchdown from Diamador Lenore, which was completely legit, and that hit was totally clean, and it's bullshit that it got called back. But it doesn't matter. 49ers win. On to the commies.
That made me think of this. Have you seen this picture?
Oh my God. What? Oh my God.
This was during the Vikings-Colts game.
So the Vikings, as we all know, played the Colts, and one of the Vikings players went for a sack on Matt Ryan, and his finger is in his butthole. There's no other way to say it.
Like directly.
What do you Google there,
Direct hit.
Google horrible Harry in the case of the butthole grab, and you will see. You'll see the image. There's literally a Vikings player with his finger up Matt Ryan's asshole.
Look at the title.
Like knuckle deep. They say the game is won and lost in the trenches. You ain't fucking wrong there, doggy.
Look how deep it is.
That is deep. I mean, that looks like my life with Sandy B, 2003.
That's a full penetration.
Hold on, can I tell a quick story?
Of course you can. Look at this picture. Oh.
All right.
He's so scrawny, too. It's like in there.
Yeah, I got we got to get going because I got to go home, but this story needs to be told.
Horrible Harry.
The year was 2002 or 3. So I had just gotten out of, I don't know, getting cleaned up, I guess you could say. And my father had a friend who was in the military who was retiring from the military, and he was having a party at a bar this man happened to own in Amityville, New York, Long Island. So my father and I took the ferry boat out there, and we went to this party, and we got absolutely fucking shithoused. And we're on the way back, and I called my girlfriend at the time, and I said, hey, I'm feeling really wild. I want you to go to the sex store tonight. And I gave her a very detailed... Have I ever told you this?
No.
I gave her a very detailed list of what I wanted, right?
I don't know why you're telling me now.
I don't know. Because I just told it the other day at work. This was 20 plus years ago. So I gave this gal a very detailed list of what we wanted, right? So my father and I head back home.
This is on a phone call?
Yeah. This was like the Nokia cell phones. This was like the first one.
Is your old man standing there when you make this call?
Yeah. He was in the car, I guess. So,
in a car.
Like, we were in the truck on the way back. So, we missed the ferry boat, right? So, instead of us having like a 2-hour commute back home, it's like, took us like 4.5 hours to get home. So, I get home at like, whatever, 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m., whatever it was, and I link up with my lady friend, and she's like, I got everything you asked for, and she hands it to me, and it's like a big fucking brown bag. And there's straight up a strap on in there with a fucking dildo, Bob, that is like, makes my penis look tiny. And I'm not saying I have a big dick or anything, but like, it was enormous. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck did you get? She's like, I got everything you asked for. I'm like, there's no way I asked for this. She's like, yeah, no, you 100% asked for this. And I'm like, but why did you get it so big? Even if I wanted that, like, you think that's going to fit in me? And she's like, yeah, I didn't really consider it. And she's like, well, we're going to use it, right? I'm like, fuck no, we're not going to use it. I'm like, no. She's like, it was $70. And this is before we had money to burn, you know? I'm like, I guess I give you the money for it, but... and she gave it to some lesbians she played college athletics with, but... I don't know what the point of telling that story was. That's for the people who hang in there to the end. All right, let's finish up with Gabrielle, and then I can
I respect it. If you're going to buy one, buy one. Like, don't go fucking half-ass.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Bob, if she would have gotten a reasonable sized dick on that thing, I would have let her fucking rail me, no question. But it was so big. Ain't nothing else I can say about it. All right.
Jesus fucking Christ, this team. Like, I'm not even gonna go into all of it, other than to say that it is hilarious that they changed their name to the Commies. But, yeah, 49ers are going to shit stomp these losers. Let me see. 28-14.
What's wrong?
No, it's just it looks different, but it's still going.
Oh, I was like, holy fuck.
Look, see how it's like not moving.
Yeah,
Normally that
I
top
gotcha.
part's moving.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have no idea why.
Fuck it. All right, friends, you know the deal. If you know anyone that supports this shithole franchise, especially if it's a family member, ruin your holiday. Punch them in the face on Christmas dinner. You have no fucking spine if you don't.
Make it a memorable one.
And then send your girlfriend to the porno store for a fucking strap-on.
To the porno store.
That's it.
The biggest one they make.
Fuck. Fuck, Sandy. All right. With that said, Merry Christmas. We'll see you before New Year's. Fuck the team from Washington. Go Niners.